sweet for me until I stumbled along the river and fell in. The snake's back on his feet, walking down the street. He's coming for you, but baby, I'm coming too. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love.
Hello, everybody. It is September 9th, 2024. I am Drew.
I'm Tara.
This is America's #1 Chicago-based sibling sports and entertainment butthole buffoonery. 69 celebrating. It's the wettest podcast west of the Mississippi River. It is MELLONfights.
It's MELLONfights.
MELLONfights. September 9th already, Tara. September 9th. Can you imagine?
No.
Can you imagine? I'm wrinkly as fuck today. They say, hey, Wrinkles, what are you doing today? God, I'm wrinkly, but I like it. It just looks like I rolled out of bed after a fun night. What do we think?
It's a good look.
I changed my shirt,
You did.
and I don't think this is better.
Well,
Think this is better.
I think it looks good.
It's wrinkly as, because you just don't want me to change again.
I mean,
I'm wrinkled.
you are pretty wrinkly.
I feel like maybe I like if I unbutton it a little,
Yeah,
and it's just like, he's too cool and casual to care about wrinkles.
exactly.
Oh, that it.
There you
He
go.
on vacay.
You found it. You found it.
He on vacay. He looks like he's living his margarita weekend.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys know this. I just lived what I like to call a margarita weekend.
It was
I
insane.
drank margaritas from Friday all the way to Sunday night. Boom. Friday afternoon to Sunday night, margaritas were flowing inside my body. Tara, how many margaritas? You had a couple margaritas at the
I had 2 margaritas.
at the actual margarita restaurant.
Yeah.
But I was just drinking them at home hard and heavily.
2 margaritas here, probably what? Bottle and a half of tequila.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. They call me Tommy Tequila where
Tommy
I come
Tequila.
from. Is that Tommy Tequila? Is that Mr. Margarita?
I mean, you might be Mr. Margarita.
We might be
after that
America's
weekend.
#1 margarita
I think
podcast.
we are. Let's
And
add
that's
it to
saying a
the
lot.
list.
And that's saying a lot,
Yeah.
honestly. And I'm not cultural appropriate. I'm just someone that maybe drinks too many margaritas.
Yeah, he would make his margarita, make one late at night, and be like, you know what? I'm going to just throw this into the refrigerator so I have a margarita when I wake up.
Morning margaritas.
Morning margarita.
It was Tara's birthday weekend.
was.
You only turned 39 once. And I said, what's the best way to celebrate a birthday? Your sister's birthday, your favorite sister's birthday. Margaritas all weekend.
Exactly. It was a good weekend.
Did you have fun?
I had a great.
It didn't seem like I was like out of control.
No, except for one night.
Yeah, but that was because I started drinking beer. The
Yeah.
beer's what got
The
me.
beer is what got you.
The
feeling
days
a
where I was
little
just
frisky.
the days where I was just margaritaing, I just kept it cool and cash.
You did. You were pretty.
I was cool and cash when I was margaritaed.
You didn't even know that he was really drinking margaritas. It was in a Stanley, so it could
Yeah,
have been absolutely
could have been anything. But if you guys don't know this, you guys are out there drinking your basic white girl stuff in your Stanleys, your waters. You're probably your what do white girls drink, Tara, in their
Well,
Stanleys?
A lot of times they drink water that they doctor up.
Oh, with
With, squirts, like
flavors?
Flavors. Yep.
Yeah. I doctor up my water as well with tequila and margarita mix.
Yeah.
1 margarita. My pants are on the floor. 2 margaritas. I don't know the song. There's a song. But yeah, Tara had a couple the margaritas we had were pretty solid
Yeah. I like
at the restaurant. But yeah, so yeah, I guess spoiler alert, Tara was in town
It was.
for her birthday.
And now we're in person, which is always a fun.
We are in
treat.
person. Sometimes it's weird. It's a little awkward. I can't ever quite get the right angle on it to where I don't look super weird.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to in the
I
mic
know.
because I got to put the mic in different spots too. So I'm blocked a little bit by the camera.
You're blocking
also-
that moneymaker.
I'm also kind of realizing the camera's in a weird spot. Whatever. It don't matter. It don't matter that much.
Want to know what I realized?
What?
When I'm at my house and I'm doing it, because I'm looking at the screen, looking at you, I'm mainly just looking at myself. So I'm feeling like I don't know what I'm looking like.
Well, I look at the screen myself.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you and the screen, but yeah, it is weird
I'm
for.
like, oh God,
I'm checking. I should try to look at you more, but I'm also you're cut a little. You're actually mine's a little. I'm at kind of even more of an awkward angle because of where my camera's at. It's like way over here,
Yeah.
and if I turn to look at you, basically It's about the mic, really. At least you can move the mic wherever you need it.
Yeah.
This is just stuff that's
I
not
got
important.
that hands free.
Stuff that's not important.
That hands free.
But yeah, so the tear came down. We did some birthday stuff, and then yesterday football season kicked into full gear. We red zone. Did we go up on the rooftop at noon and we stayed up until the last game ended? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We were on the roof for about 10 hours.
We were the rooftop.
We were the rooftop warriors up on the roof for 21 hours watching 7 hours of commercial-free football and then the Sunday night game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we might as well just start with the football.
I mean,
or anything else from your birthday you want to talk about?
Not really.
Anything that you want to tell people about? Tara's birthday. Yeah, it was her birthday.
It was very fun.
Happy birthday, Tara
I got
Lynn.
to see a lot of friends who I hadn't seen in a while because it was also one of my besties' 40th birthday.
Yeah.
Went to his party. They got me a surprise cake.
Oh yeah, Tara. So yeah,
nice.
Tara. I had margaritas weekend, and Tara had just multiple cakes all weekend.
Oh yeah, I had 3 cakes total
on Friday,
and I had
birthdays sang to you multiple times.
Oh yeah, but
I guess the third time you didn't really get the birthday sang to you.
But they said and Tara too
at the end. Yeah.
Which was very
because
nice.
Everyone else there was to see him, but then at the end they threw your name in. But yeah, my parents gave her a cake before she drove down to Chicago. I gave her a cookie cake when she got here. And then she got a cake when we went out that night. She didn't eat we ate the cookie cake we crushed.
Yeah.
Cookie cake we've been eating for the last few days. Yeah, I pretty much had a margarita. Listen, I may have fallen off a little bit on my eating. Today it's restarts. I know I had a blueberry donut this morning.
Delicious.
Donuts. But the rest of the day, I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
That's okay to start your day with one blueberry donut. Delicious, crummy, crumbly. They're so fucking good, man.
The best donut that ever existed.
Maybe the best thing ever
about
that Miranda's not around anymore is because she was allergic to blueberries. So sometimes I wouldn't order blueberry stuff because I didn't want to contaminate her thing. Yeah. I would sometimes do it, but I usually avoided it. Mm-hmm. But I also would tell I would order it, say, put this separate. I did do that once.
That's very nice of you.
And they did it. So, but now I can just have to be fair, I don't really care that I'm not a big blueberry guy. I don't put blueberries in my pancakes. I'm not a big blueberry muffin guy, but when I want something blueberry-y, like I like blueberry flavored sweets quite a bit. So those are coming back hard. I'm going to start blueberrying. They're going to call me that's why I'm wearing this. I'm the blueberry kid.
The blueberry kid.
A lot of nicknames today. Yeah. Mr. Margarita, Tommy Tequila, the blueberry kid.
I'm sure there will be more.
There'll be more. For sure. But yeah, so we watched football, Tara. What was your give me your number one takeaway from football yesterday? What will you say was your number one
takeaway? I have so many.
Number one though.
My number one takeaway is this. I love Red Zone, but it makes it difficult to decide who is good and who is bad at football.
I don't agree.
I do.
I don't agree, but go ahead. Tell me. I don't agree, but
because I didn't get to see some stuff.
That usually means the team's bad if you don't see them because they're not moving the ball, they're not scoring. If you're not seeing a team, they're playing bad. That's the beauty of Red Zone. Like I didn't see that team all day. It's because they suck.
Yeah, or one team was much better than the other.
No, you'll see. That means you saw the other team.
Oh yeah. Okay, that was a bad take.
If you're not seeing the team on your screen, unless it's like a defensive touchdown for the other team, they're bad.
Yeah. Okay, I got a new take.
I want to take about the games, not about the red zone, because that take's wrong. Red zone's the best thing ever. It's how we learn. It's a beautiful thing.
My biggest take is it's kind of a take that you had. So I
whatever, I don't care.
Is when you're actually watching a full game, it's so violent.
Yes.
It's insanely violent. Mm-hmm. Like
it's different.
It is. Like Red Zone, you're like seeing kind of the big plays, the red zone, but man, every freaking hit is just a collision course of just brains getting jiggled.
Jiggly brains.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it really, what I noticed is, because we watch Red Zone all day, and the games you see big hits, kind of.
Yeah.
But you don't see the in-between plays because you mostly see the big plays.
Yes.
You don't see the plays where it's just 5-yard gain and 3 dudes smash each other.
Yeah.
Those plays are a lot more apparent when you're watching just a solo game. The Sunday night game, there's a couple plays I'm like, oh my God.
Right.
Because they're exploding each other.
And then a lot of times what's happening too is the big play happens and then they're jumping to another big play. So you're not seeing the aftermath of the people just,
on the ground,
hitting up.
Yeah, it's a total, you're not really, I do love red zone.
I do too.
But sitting and watching a full game,
Yeah.
that's a good game. If it's a bad game, it sucks. If you get stuck with a shitty game. But last night's Sunday night game was a really great
It was
football
so
game.
good.
It was like two really good teams that are going to be contenders, playing really good, big plays, big defensive plays, big offensive plays, great ending. I love that.
Yeah.
But
watching the Bears game, if I would have had to do that, I would have hated every second of it because that was not a fun game.
No, that would have sucked ass.
Yeah.
But watching a good game is fun. Like people, that's why I say people that don't like, they're like, oh, I don't like football. I'm like, yeah, but you still might like red zone.
Yeah.
Because it's really a whole different experience.
It is.
I like to watch red zone and then I like to watch a game by itself. And actually, I like that I get both experiences because I couldn't watch that many full games.
No.
Like to watch like a noon game and then a 3 o'clock game and then a Sunday night game and then a Monday night game and a Thursday night game. That's too many games.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's like, though I will say the red zone it's almost too much stimulation.
It is sometimes. It takes, this is what I forget. It takes a couple weeks to get used to it. Because like you thrown back into it and you're like, holy God, like this is just like stimulating.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it takes a minute to get used to red zone again.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I wish for. I wish I could have like 2 TVs, one that plays a full game, one that's just playing red zone. And if the game sucks on the full TV, then I'll listen to red zone. Or I'll listen to red zone and just watch.
Well, I just wish YouTube TV would let us put red zone on one side, like because they have multi game now. Let me pick red zone in like the
game.
I think if you have the ticket, you can do that, but I don't want to buy the ticket.
No.
I just don't. I don't want to pay that much for mostly the red zone gives me what I need.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys are our team, and they're mostly on TV a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't really need to pay for the red zone or the Sunday ticket. But I want the red zone and then be able to put like the local channel on.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Bears game was on. I would like to have that on.
Yeah.
While we had the red zone on.
Because like I know that their offense wasn't doing well, but I don't know why they weren't, right? Because I didn't.
The Bears offense? Yeah, because we weren't seeing a bunch of their like intermediate plays. Like again, if your team's not moving the ball, you're not seeing it that much. So I wasn't really seeing if there was bad throws, bad coverage, bad blocking.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell because we didn't really get to see it. I just know his numbers weren't very good. Caleb's and their offense didn't look great, but
their defense
played really nice, but they played a bad football team.
They did play a bad football team.
That's a bad football team.
Yeah.
Though it looked like early they might be okay, and then they kind of went back to what they really are.
I was trying to do something, and I didn't have enough time, and I started stressing out. But I was trying to do like teams that I know are bad, teams that I know are good, teams that I think are good, teams that I think are bad, and then teams that I just don't know.
That's a lot of teams. Are we gonna go every team? No. How about we do one of? We can do one of each.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. Let's
talk a little more about like I would say that was a good takeaway. I wanted more of a takeaway of like a team, kind of what you're just talking about there.
Sure.
I think my big takeaway from yesterday's games is yesterday's games actually were a little weird because it was a lot of like mediocre teams playing during the day. A lot of the teams that are going to be contenders played on like Thursday night and then last night late night.
Now
tonight there's a couple teams that are like supposed to be good. There wasn't a bunch of great teams playing in the middle of the day yesterday. So it was hard to kind of get a read on who. I mean, the Cowboys looked good, but the Browns looked so bad. I guess maybe I take it away. I think during watching all of Red Zone, I don't know if I thought anyone was. I'm like, that's a good football team, where I for sure could say it because either A, they were playing bad team, like the Saints blew out a really terrible football team. I have no idea if the Saints are any good. The Cowboys blew out a really bad Browns team.
I think there was one team that I could say that it was a good football team.
Who's that?
The Texans. I think they're good.
The Texans?
Yeah.
Who did they play? Why am I blanking?
They played the Colts, who I think could be a good football team.
It could be an okay team.
They're like a team that I'm like, they could be good.
I could see. I think the Texans, I wouldn't say that they're a good team for sure. I think that they're probably good.
They might be a good team.
I don't know, though, because the Colts are just very inconsistent football team. They got a guy who played like 4 games last year, and he didn't look great again today.
He had a couple good
He's a beast.
He's a beast. He runs hard. He had a really awesome throwing touchdown.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Those could be two good teams.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, man. I don't know, man. Week 1 is so difficult.
It is.
Because everything changes so fast. There'll be teams that looked pretty decent yesterday, and they're going to look like horse shit the rest of the year. The Browns might start looking good the rest of the year,
Right.
sort of thing. It's hard to say.
I mean, the freaking Saints looked like the best team that ever existed, but they were also playing the worst team that ever existed.
Yeah.
So you have no idea what they're going to look like with a good defense.
Right. Like I thought Tampa Bay looked like a really solid football
Yeah,
team
I thought so
yesterday.
too.
Yeah,
I think they are a solid football team.
I think my big takeaway is that Dak Prescott is worth every goddamn penny they paid him. $200+ million, $231 million guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
I guess we should just talk about that. That's my big takeaway. Is like I can't believe I got to watch that guy for 4 more years at least. I can't. They do what they do. They won their regular season game. They put up stats. I don't believe it. I'll never believe it. Because guess what? So far, Tara, I've been fucking right.
Yeah.
I haven't been wrong. I've not been proved wrong. People go, oh, like people will try like, are you like Dak? Whenever I tell them I don't like Dak, they're like, really? I'm like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's been our quarterback for 8 years. He's won 1 playoff game. That's not good enough.
No. Oh, 8 years?
At least.
That sucks.
Might be more.
Yeah.
I think it's 8 years.
I mean, it's just insane. I should have been a QB. That shit is insane.
Well,
I don't
you'd
know.
be terrible at it. But
I don't know why anyone who plays football doesn't just try to. Just
they do.
I know.
Most of them are not. Most of them suck at it.
I know, it's insane.
I mean, you don't know why they don't try. They all get paid a lot of money.
But that's just
The QB thing is a joke, and they need to stop. It's so stupid.
It's so dumb.
I hate it. I hate that I have to see Dak Prescott every week again. He ain't winning a Super Bowl.
Mm-mm.
Mike McCarthy. Oh my God. They're going to win a ton of games this year.
They are.
And then they'll keep everybody. I don't know what the fuck. I hate the fucking Cowboys. That's my big takeaway is I hate the Cowboys. They won a big game. They won a game yesterday against a team that I have no confidence in.
No.
Deshaun Watson is the funniest thing that ever happened.
Yeah.
Like, I love how much they paid that fucking loser and how much they traded for that fucking loser and how bad he's playing. The Browns deserve everything they get for paying that piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's on my fantasy football team, but whatever. On purpose. I picked him on purpose because I thought it was funny with how much my team was full of turds.
Yeah.
Speaking of my other turd, I drafted number 1 and 6th pick overall was Tyreek Hill, and he had a strange day yesterday. I don't know. We can talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
We still don't know a ton of detail.
It's so weird.
We found out today. We didn't really know much, but we found out today that there was other players that were detained.
Yeah.
Like who was the one? Who's the guy? It was Jonnu Smith was the other guy, but he didn't get detained.
No.
I forgot the guy. He was interviewed. We were watching him interviewed.
I can't think of
Hold on, let me get it up really quick. Well, you can talk about it when I look it up.
So there was video on the internet where Tyreek Hill had been pulled over for reckless driving, I think is what they said it was.
He was speeding.
He was speeding and he was on the ground and there was like 3 different police officers around him. So he got taken to the ground, which is crazy. Then we find out that some of his teammates showed up and Tyreek was like, hey, don't leave me. So it just was like a really tense, bad situation. It sounds like there was one police officer that was kind of escalating it.
Probably some stupid racist. Calais Campbell was the other player that got also put in cuffs.
Yep, and he was put in cuffs, and so he ended up staying. But it like Drew said, there's just a lot of unknown stuff, and it sounds like pretty messed up.
Yeah, I mean, it's the fact that we're all a little. It's Tyreek Hill's then the first name coming out of the mouth, so you're kind of like, what was he up to? But no matter what he did, what happened wasn't okay.
It wasn't necessary.
It wasn't necessary. There's no way it was necessary. Clearly they knew who the fuck he was.
Right.
Come on. Some power trip loser. Like, oh God, can I just I don't know if I've ever said on the podcast, fuck cops. They're fucking dumb. They're just mostly dumb. I'm not gonna say all of them are bad.
No, there's definitely some really bad apples, and it really is.
Tara, it's not some, it's a lot.
I know, there's bad
it's
apples,
more bad than not.
And
they're all on power trip.
What sucks about it is since there are bad apples and it's such a they're carrying weapons. So it's like when there's bad apples with like that much consequence behind it. It's a bad mix, and it needs to it needs to be figured out for sure, cuz I don't completely think that, I don't want to get too political, but I mean, there needs to be some sort of policing of sorts, but the way that it's done is so bad, and there's a lot of racism behind it, and it sucks. It sucks that it just sucks.
Right. No, I'm not giving Tyreek Hill might have been like saying some like, you know, the fuck I am sort of
Right.
shit. Who knows what he was saying? Still, it escalated. It still didn't need to get where it got to. It definitely didn't. I know it
Yeah.
didn't, because none of those guys were ever in any sort of harm's way. There's people. There's literally people everywhere.
Yeah, and they're like,
Fans,
"That's
other
Tyreek."
players walking around. No one was in danger. These guys were fucking. They're fucking. They're lame. They're lame. These dudes were lame. You're lame. Move on with your day. Stop acting like you're. I don't know, man.
The thing
Most-
that sucks about it is the way that it de-escalated was before the two other cats got involved, they called security from the stadium, and they came over, and it took them a while to figure out where they were, but they came over and de-escalated it. And it's like, in real life that doesn't happen. Like, you
Right.
don't have people to be like, hey, I can vouch for these guys, they're good people.
Right, but it shouldn't take that.
No.
And security shouldn't be having to do that.
No.
These like, I'm so tired of the argument like, oh, this dangerous. Like, I'm like, people that don't have guns and are sometimes in far more dangerous situations than you can handle their fucking emotions. Like, get over yourself.
Yeah, it's like a weird power trip thing. It's like,
It's not even.
they should definitely, like, it's de-escalate, and like there's too many people that are trying to escalate and show their authority, and it's just not a good thing.
Nope. It's not.
So
That's enough of that.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill, he's still, you know,
He's still obnoxious. Like,
still
he
a
then
turd.
decided to like have a celebration be where he was in being cuffed, and like, he's such a loser. I hate him.
Yeah, I was like, coming from anyone else, I might have thought that was clever, but from him, it's just like, I don't know, dog. You're just,
Especially 'cause
I'm just like,
he's-
you just have no remorse ever when you do
No.
anything bad yourself. So why am I supposed to feel bad for you? I don't feel
Right.
bad for him. I just have more of an issue with that being something that happens to people on the regular. It's not really about Tyreek Hill for me. I just don't like Tyreek Hill. He doesn't seem like a good person to me.
Right.
But in that situation, I don't know. I don't think that it needed to be what it was. And then the other football player gets detained, and he seems like a pretty chill dude. And I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. It was a weird story though. It was a weird way to start the NFL Sunday.
Yeah.
It was the first thing that we turned on when we turned on the TV at like 11 o'clock. That's or 10 o'clock. It was like 10 o'clock. It was already they were talking about stuff like that. It was wild. It was weird.
It was.
But yeah, so there was that. That happened. Yeah, there's some weird stories outside of football. Or they weren't on the field. Otherwise, it was great to have football back though, Tara.
It was.
Great to have football back.
I love it.
But there's always something going on around it. We got to see our girl Taylor Thursday night, so we didn't have to worry about. She was at the U.S. Open, I think, on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
That was the big thing. All these stars all go to the U.S. Open now because it's a place to be seen.
Yeah.
Like, they all care about tennis now.
Right.
Fuck off.
See,
Tennis
queens.
sucks. They're all so fake.
I know.
All of a sudden they like tennis. That's the thing, is all of a sudden famous people they all like the same shit. They're all going to be like, they'll all start going to UFC all of a sudden. Like, they go through their little runs. Football and basketball are the only thing that's like consistent, obviously. Right. But people still do that. People that don't care about it just go sit courtside or go sit in their box at a game just so they're seen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, think about it with Taylor Swift last year. All these people that were at the Super Bowl and like in her box that did not give a fuck about it. They just wanted to be there and be seen and be part of it. It's annoying. I just don't want you. I don't care about famous people in the stands. Don't show me. People that are who's really watching for that. That's the beauty of Red Zone. You don't get a lot of that.
No.
With Red Zone, you don't get a lot of the people up in the booths, like, or the people that are there to see it. They don't, you know. I like when they show people's family, like a player's family, like a rookie's family. Like, oh, look.
Yeah.
You know, that thing about Taylor Swift, she does date a player, so that's fine. Shows his girlfriend, probably someday wife, or they're breaking up. Are they breaking up, Tara? What do we think?
Yeah.
Is it real?
I think it's real. I think they're gonna break up.
Because
and then I think
no,
they're
you
gonna
think
get
you,
back together.
What?
Because he's gonna win his 3rd Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
I forgot about that. I did forget about that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nobody hocked Tua yesterday.
I know.
A little
And
disappointed.
he got
Tua got sacked a couple times. One guy sacked him at least twice.
yeah. Come on.
No hawk Tua. I don't get it. Would have been a really good celebration.
Really would have.
Really good celebration. Any other takes for the weekend? Lions. Lions are good.
Lions are good.
Because we were talking about we didn't know what teams were good from like the red zone part of the day.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs are good. The Ravens are good. The Lions are good. The Rams I think are also good.
Yep,
Those
I
are
said-
two teams that lost were the Rams and the Ravens, but I
Yep.
still think they're good.
They're on my. I know they're good.
I think that the Eagles are good. Sadly, I said they're going to be bad, but Saquon's the real deal there.
Yeah.
And then the Packers lost their quarterback for a little while at least, which at least it's not the full year, but it's probably going to linger all year if I had to guess. So the Packers might be not as good as people thought. Just talking about a couple games that weren't red zone. And then tonight you got the Niners versus the Jets, and that's interesting because that's got a couple teams that if Rodgers is healthy, that's going to be a good team, and the Niners are obviously always going to be a good team.
Yes.
So that's what's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
So
the one team that I don't know if they're going to be good is the Bengals.
They're
look
not
like shit.
No, they're going to be bad. Well, Joe's hurt. Joe's dinged. Joe has a bad wrist injury that they're like don't know what to do with. And they just looked really bad.
And like the Jamar Chase thing is not good because he hadn't practiced at all. And
yeah, well, we'll see. Who'd they play in blanking now?
they played the Patriots and lost.
Yeah, they lost to the Patriots.
And the Patriots
who have
we
nobody.
know are bad.
The Patriots have nobody on their offense.
No.
Their defense was good. Their defense is good.
Yes.
There's for some reason they're good at defense, but yeah, that was bad. That was really bad on their part. You want to pick games for next? Okay, so Tara and I both were over.
my
Tara
God.
and I both got our picks wrong. Like when we start getting them wrong, I don't even like to post them, but we'll post. I'll post the picks. Underdog. It's time, Tara. Tara, it's time. So last week it's time for Melon Fights. Underdog pick of the week. It's time for Melon Dog's underdog pick.
Melon Dog's underdog.
It's time for Melon Fights It's time for Melon Fights underdog pick of the week.
I don't know any of the picks, and I don't have it.
Well, we're gonna pull it up, but first we talk. Tara, I had the Eagles plus 2.5, or I had the Packers plus 2.5. They were covering basically the whole game. And they got a fucking field goal late.
Mm-hmm.
I got fucked there. Tara's game's not as.
Ugh.
Tara picked the Raiders plus 3, I think.
Yeah.
And they looked bad.
Yeah.
The Raiders are bad.
I think the coach looked bad. He was making some dumb choices.
Well, they're bad. They're bad though. They
I
were going to be. I said they were going to be bad. I wanted you not to pick. You weren't even close. They suck.
They do suck.
Minshew. You're like Minshew a couple weeks. I'm like, no, he sucks.
I thought he would, because he's like that squirrely guy that could have 1 or 2 games.
Maybe.
But now
he's had 1 or 2 games in like 3 years.
Sure.
I don't think he's ever going to have a good one again.
I don't think so either. I think he's terrible.
Keep the mic where you need it. You're
I
going in and out and turning away from it.
I got it.
You can hear yourself this time.
I got
So
it. I can
hear
I think
yourself.
I sound
now.
good.
You were doing this over here 2 seconds ago, and then
Okay.
keep it where it's at. And we're getting underdog pick. DraftKings underdog pick of the week. DraftKings.
They're sending us to the Super Bowl.
They won't even sponsor us.
They're sending us to the
Super Bowl because we're so good at picks.
We make them money.
That's right. Let's see here. DraftKings Sportsbook. Home. Sometimes it's. Here we go. NFL odds. Okay. So here's what we're looking at.
All right.
We got Bills plus 2.5 at the Dolphins. Stop me if you hear something you like. Raiders. Wait, hold on. You like that already?
Yeah, I think
Is that your pick?
I don't know.
The Bills. Okay, the Bills look
the
good.
The Bills look good.
Josh
Allen
looked
awesome.
like he wasn't skipping a beat.
No.
It didn't matter who his receivers are. You're right. Houston did look good.
I know.
This made me think of Diggs over there. They did look good. They did look good. They're going to be good.
Diggs, Mixon, who we hate, he looked good.
Yep. They look
They
good.
are good. They're a good team.
They're a good team. Buffalo looked good.
Mhm.
Plus 2.5 at the Dolphins. Dolphins played okay, honestly. They didn't play that
they
great.
didn't play great, but
Raiders
that was a
plus
weird one.
9.5 at the Ravens. You want that one, Terry? You're going to get squirrely Minshew out on that one?
No.
Vikings plus 5.5 at home versus the Niners.
I don't know about them yet.
Saints plus 6.5 at the Cowboys. Packers plus 3.5 at home against the Colts.
Wait, Saints plus 6.5
at the Cowboys, Tara.
Oh, I thought you said the Packers.
I said Packers plus 3.5 at the Colts. Listen to me. You need to listen.
I am.
I'm going slow. I'm not firing through.
I'm struggling.
Please listen. Just pick the Bills and I'll figure something out. It sounds like you want the Bills anyway.
I do. I think they're going to win.
So give me it. What's your underdog pick of the week? Tell me why, and then tell me why.
My underdog pick of the week is the Bills plus 2 at Miami. They looked freaking good. Josh Allen's awesome. Their defense, I think, will be good against the Dolphins. The Dolphins didn't look that great, but I don't know if it has anything to do with what happened earlier.
Tyreek Hill had an 80-yard touchdown.
He did.
So I don't think anything to do with that. I just think that their offense is a little weird.
It's a little bit weird right now.
I just think that this is your pick, so I don't. Give me something. Give me more than what you give me. I need more than that. You need to sound like you. So right now, you're not sounding like you own it. I've told you this a million times. Own the fucking pick.
I own it.
And don't be like,
No,
you're
own
fucking
it.
hemming and hawing. Own the pick right now. Own this. Own it.
I'm owning
own
it.
I'm saying own it.
I
Give me
am.
stuff and say it with confidence. Look at the goddamn camera and be like, this is why.
This is why. Josh Allen. Plain and simple. He is going to take that. He is so good. And I think people don't think he's very good. And they were really concerned about him not having his weapons. But I don't think it matters with him because he'll take it into his own hands. He's getting used to his new receivers. And I don't know. I still am not a believer in Tua. I don't think he's terrible. But I don't know if they're going to be able to beat the Bills. Because the Bills are good.
I guess it's owning it. I think you owned it. Allen. You gave me Allen.
That's who I believe in. I
You
believe in Josh
Allen.
Allen. I believe in Buffalo. I think that they
That's fair.
just
I don't
play
disagree.
tough. They play tough.
I think
Their defense plays
I
tough.
think the Dolphins are very inconsistent. That would be
Yes.
one of my big
They're
arguments for them.
super inconsistent. You never know what you're going to get out of them.
Right.
I mean, they have so many weapons, but they barely beat Jacksonville, and Jacksonville's not good.
No, they just
So
started.
I just
They're
don't-
Jacksonville. They're Jacksonville. They've made
Yes.
terrible coaching decisions late in the game.
Yes.
Let's see. Green Packers
They've
plus
made
3.5.
They tried a fourth and like
It was like fourth and short. It was
fourth
like
and
fourth.
3 maybe, but like in the Dolphin.
It was
It
dumb.
was dumb. I don't know exactly.
was at a
what it
bad
I'm
time, too.
struggling. Yeah, not good.
You're struggling.
Hey.
Moving on. Patriots plus 3.5 at home against the Seahawks. Packers plus 3.5 against the Colts. Carolina plus 6. No, Carolina's terrible.
Yeah,
Chargers but it's the Chargers who I wasn't that sold on.
no.
Buccaneers plus 6 at the Lions. I don't hate it. Titans plus 4 against the Jets. I might pick that if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt again. Giants plus 2.5 at the Commanders. That one's interesting because both of those teams looked like total dog shit.
Bad.
Browns plus 4 at the Jaguars is also interesting. You know I love picking against them Jaguars. And the Browns played a decent football. They could play better this week. Cardinals plus 1.5 at home against the Rams. I don't like. Bengals plus 6 against the Chiefs. Broncos plus 3 against the Steelers, which I don't hate because I thought the Broncos played good at moments yesterday. And the Steelers couldn't get in the end zone against a really bad team. Bears plus 6.5 at the Texans. Okay, here we go. And then the Monday game is the Falcons plus 6.5 at the Eagles. I thought the Falcons looked decent too. Didn't they?
No, they
Who'd they
could
play?
not score.
Who'd they play?
The Falcons lost to the Steelers.
Oh, that's right. They had the one Kyle Pitts TD that was like.
But that is it. Like,
you're right.
Big Kirko
You're right.
didn't look good.
Kirk sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't. This is a lot of teams that are like.
I know. I really am struggling with underdogs.
I'm gonna go with man, a couple jumped out to me. I like the Bears plus 6.5
At the Texans?
At the Texans. As good as you say the Texans are and the bad as the Bears looked, I just think that week 1 is weird, and Houston might have be feeling a little too big for their britches, feeling good about themselves. Bears defense is good.
Really good.
And if the offense plays just even a little better, and Caleb has like his first kind of nice game, he's like, he wants to show up, he wants to show off in front of Stroud, who did the same stuff last year. If he wants to pop off, I think this is the game. I think on the road at Houston's tough, but for something in my guts tell me the Bears turn it around this week. That defense keeps him in the game. I'm not saying win outright, but I think Bears plus 6.5 at the Houston Texans is my underdog pick of the week.
All right.
I'm feeling pretty good about that. I like it. It's interesting.
I think it's an interest. I think it could happen, but I don't think it will
It's
happen.
also Sunday Night Football.
Oh.
Which makes it like under the lights.
A flashier. So
it
maybe
could
that's where Caleb
shines. Wants to shine under the Friday night lights.
Monday night lights.
The only other one I thought is the
Sunday
Giants plus 2.5 at Washington.
Yeah.
Just because those teams are both such dog shit.
Yeah.
Just something they could easily win that terrible game.
I don't think they will because I think Jane Daniels is actually okay.
It doesn't matter if he's actually okay. I think that team's bad.
It is.
And their offense is bad. Terry McLaurin caught one ball yesterday for like 4 yards.
Yeah.
Their scheme is terrible.
That's the thing. That's what
Washington's
I've been noticing.
Scheme is terrible.
Schemes for these young guys, even like what we saw of Caleb, I'm like, why are they doing this? Like,
terrible play.
Let him throw the friggin' ball.
Let him throw the ball downfield.
Like these just
let him figure it out.
And
fucking
like, no.
stupid. Who cares if you throw interception? Who cares if you would have lost yesterday?
Yeah. Like
a win here and there is not gonna. You need to get good.
Yeah.
Throw the ball down the fucking field,
especially against a team like that.
At the end of that Washington game, they were down, and instead of like attempting to throw, like who cares if Jalen Daniels throws a pick?
Yeah.
See what he can do. Throw downfield. Get some timing with some of these guys. Like fucking stupid. These coaches are so dumb.
Yeah.
Throw the ball downfield. They're just like, he got like a late rushing touchdown. Who gives a shit? You're not winning games because of that.
No.
Justin Fields did that for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Throw the ball downfield. Try to see if you can get something going with some of these, with Terry McLaurin, with De'Ami Brown, with I'm trying to think who their other receivers are. McCaffrey is their new receiver, the rookie receiver. Throw the ball downfield. What the fuck are you doing? It doesn't
make any sense. It's like they're playing so safe, and it's like this is.
They had already lost.
Yeah, and it's like not doing anything to help them. Like
it's not making them a better quarterback.
No, it's like okay, there's nothing I hate more than a screen.
No, they're the worst.
I'm just
they're the worst.
I hate them.
It's different when it's like the Rams doing it, because this is what they do. Like a dink and dunk bullshit.
And the thing
but
is
then they will throw downfield.
Yes, and they're like marching it down the field too. It's like it's working for them. It's not like you do it and then you're like 3 and out. Like no,
terrible.
Yeah,
nice picks. In other sports news, I didn't want to talk about it this week, but we're just going to because something happened. Because I'm just like, so I didn't want to talk about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark anymore. Because I was bored of it, and we were kind of saying the same thing over and over again. And it was like the discourse online is getting so fucking negative and so gross and so like toxic that I just didn't want us to talk about it anymore. But then yesterday, was it yesterday? 2 days ago, was it 2 days ago?
Yeah.
2 days ago, Angel Reese, I guess hurt her wrist enough where she's not going to play the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to mention that, like, so she's out for the rest of the year. What, 5 games left, maybe 5 or 6 games left. She's done for the year. And of course people started coming out like it's like, you think maybe she's done and missed the last 5 games and Caitlin Clark keeps winning. They'd be like, but they want it. They instantly turned into, she still should be the rookie of the year, and just started getting like toxic instantly. It's just like, what do you guys like? Even her statement,
her playing into it too.
She's playing this victim. She literally said in her statement, let me read the statement.
It says like, no one thought I could.
Thought I could play in this league. It's like what are you talking about? You like top 5?
Yeah.
When? Like no one said that. They're just saying that you're not having as good a year as a different player. No one said you couldn't play in the league. I haven't said it.
No.
I certainly haven't said it. Here's one thing I've been saying. The more I'm like, man, it is impressive what she's doing with all these rebounds. It's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And also I've been saying to Tara, I'm like, what was going on with the other women in this league that Caitlin Clark's about to break the assist record too, it sounds like. I think she's going to have the most ever in a season. And she had the most rebounds ever in a season. What were these other women doing? These are 2 rookies.
Yeah.
What were you guys doing?
Right.
What were these women doing? How do you not have higher numbers
Mhm.
after playing in the year? Like, what is it? Are they that different?
Yeah, I don't
Is
know.
I'm so confused by it. A'ja Wilson looks great. A'ja Wilson's, I think, close enough to Angel Reese to possibly pass and actually take the rebound record. I think
Mhm.
that's true, if I'm not mistaken. But man, I want to see her statement. It's so. I was actually thinking, like, what the fuck was going on in the NBA before? When they all keep making this argument, like, oh, we were here already. Like, what are you talking about? Like, turns out you weren't.
Right.
If these 2 rookies are coming and breaking all your records,
In
like
one
year
year.
1,
Yeah.
not just breaking rookie records, they're breaking like season records for veterans. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't happen.
No.
Weird. What were y'all doing? Play better. Super strange. Angel Reese statement. Angel Reese statement. What did she say? I'm trying to find it. She said, Angel Reese, where's her statement? What a year. I never would have imagined the last bucket of my rookie season would be a 3. None of us did. But maybe that was God saying, give them a taste of what they will be seeing more in year 2. Okay. And then she said, through it all, I've showed that I belong in this league, even when no one else believed. Nobody. That's where I wanted to get to. No one said that. She went like, when was she drafted?
I think she was like top 5.
WNBA draft order.
3?
I'm going to tell you in a second. She went 7th.
Oh.
Okay, so she went 7th. But no one said she belonged in the league. No, she just say like there were doubters. Like no one believed.
That's so weird.
Maybe when she was young, maybe when you're a kid and no one, but like when people are like, oh yeah, I'm going to play them. Like, okay.
Right.
When most kids say that, it's like, what are you talking about?
I said it.
You know? But like, it just isn't true.
Yeah.
No one was saying that she wasn't going to be in the league.
I mean, she played for LSU.
Yeah, she played for a national champion and was one of the better players on the team. Yeah. No one said what are you talking about? That's my whole thing. She makes herself a victim when she's not a victim. There's no one said you weren't going to be in the league and didn't belong in the league. People are making fun of you now.
But it's part of it is because
part of it's what you say. It's like, oh well. And part of it is you're funny. You miss a lot of layups.
Yeah. And part of it is like people that are trying to push you at being the MVP or the rookie of the year, excuse me. And then other people call out your shortcomings. So
right.
It's like, and that's
it's the same thing that happens. Yeah. It's the same thing that happens with Caitlin too. They're like, oh, yeah, but look at all them turnovers. It's just like, we don't need to call out the shortcomings right away. We just kind of like look at their playing, who's doing better stuff. But no one was saying you didn't belong in the league. People still aren't saying it. They're just saying you're not the rookie of the year.
And it's like, shit, look at it. Like she's like the endorsements she's getting. She's freaking everywhere. She's winning.
Like, she's everywhere. Yeah. Why is she still winning. Oh, nobody likes me. Like you're everywhere. I see you. I see her more than Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, because she's out and about on the streets. Like
she's like at stuff.
Yeah, I mean she's beautiful.
She's like because people think she's cool.
Yeah,
so she's actually around more than Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is more of a private person. Right. She likes to chill.
And she's like
she seems like
basketball all the time.
That's all she thinks about.
Yeah,
it's like you're living a better life, Angel Reese.
You're
like
winning.
You should just stop caring so much about these accolades and just be like, I'm in the WNBA. People think I'm cool. I get a lot of rebounds. Shaq thinks I'm cool.
Yeah. Like
live it. Stop caring so much that some people think Caitlin Clark is better than you. That's the thing. It's like some people think you're better than her. Some people think she's better than you.
Right.
I don't know why you care so much. It's silly because your life is awesome right now. Yeah. Your life is great.
Shit, you're living in Chicago too. Like that's freaking
Yeah, she's stuck in Indianapolis. Fuck Indianapolis. You in Chi-Town, baby. You in the fucking Chi City.
You're in the best city, man.
Chi-Town. She gets done with the game and she's got to go watch corn grow. I don't know. Indianapolis is not a terrible town. Indianapolis is actually
fine.
People say it's a cool town to move to now. I don't believe them. People say that about a lot of towns. No. Them towns ain't Chi-Town.
No.
They ain't Chicago. I love Chicago.
Yeah.
Tara's in Chicago right now.
I love it.
She loves it. So anyway, I guess I don't understand why she even says that in her things. Like, no one believed me. No, that's not true. It just isn't true. Shut up.
Shut it.
Shut your dumb mouth. You look like the guy. Like, what's the name of the thing she looks like? It's really funny. She looks like the from Ice Age, the like lemur looking thing. Like
She
people put them
does?
side. Yeah, she has like the same exact face.
Oh.
I can't think of what its name is. It was a good bit.
The
Ice Age.
what's his name?
I don't know. John Leguizamo's
Yeah.
character. Sid from Ice Age.
Sid.
Angel Reese looks like Sid from Ice Age. Hold on, I want to see a picture of them by each other. No one's showing me a picture. Well, I don't want it to be a white lady showing me. Angel Reese. Sid. Ice Age. It's her eyes. It's all in her. And she has a long neck.
I wish I had a longer neck. I got no neck. Oh my gosh.
It's just like her. Huh?
She does not.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't.
Look right there.
No.
Yes, there's a similarity. Are they twins? No. But the vibe. If someone made her like as a cartoon character, as a cartoon animal, it would be that. Sid from Ice Age.
Okay.
It's her face, her neck. She has a long neck, and her eyes are kind of far apart. Here's it. See, look at that. Is that Sid from Ice Age? The answer is yes. She's a beautiful girl.
She really is.
Caitlin Clark looks like she looks like, I don't know. She looks just like a person. She's kind of a generic looking person. Nothing too exciting about Caitlin Clark.
Except her basketball.
But yeah. Well, the other thing now is like everyone's like keeps saying she needs to come out and like disown, because like Indiana fans are so terrible to like they're homophobic and they're racist. I'm like there's
What?
probably a few people that are saying fucked up shit.
Yeah.
It is not her job to come out and be like,
No.
stop it, because they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
She's actually handles. I feel like every time I see her interview, she handles it awesome. She's just very chill. She never says a negative thing about Angel Reese ever, or anyone ever, to be quite honest, except for maybe like a ref, which is fun. That's fun. Her teammates seem to like her a lot now. They seem to like
definitely.
care about her. She just seems like she seems like a nice person. And I just think that people should probably chill the fuck out on her.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's my issue. It's like, why is everyone being also don't be fucking rude to fucking Angel Reese either.
Yeah,
You can
what the
say that
hell?
you think her basketball skills are lacking sometimes and like her game needs to get better,
Yeah.
because that's what, in my opinion, needs to happen. But there's no reason to say anything else about her. I just say she looks like Sid, but I
Yeah.
didn't think that was mean. I think it's like, I don't think she's like ugly because of it. I just think like, oh, I see like what they're talking about. Like, it's like she kind of has further apart eyeballs and a long ass neck. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying she's ugly. I think she's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Sid, you don't see it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, what about right here? What about this one? Sid,
No.
what don't you see?
I just don't see it. I need a side by side. No. It's not.
Come on.
No.
There's no side by sides. I don't know why. What about this version of it?
No.
All dolled up. All dolled up.
No.
What is this animal? What is he? A sloth? What is he?
I think he might be a sloth.
Anyway, we got to talk about. I think now we probably won't have to talk about it till the Rookie of the Year is announced.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark does have a lot of turnovers.
She does have a lot of
She had like
turnovers.
9 yesterday, but she also had 12 assists. I don't know what her ratio is. Listen, I watch it. She does force the ball sometimes. She's trying to make sick passes. I get it. But if she didn't, it's like when a quarter, I'd like her to cut down a little bit more, I would say.
Yeah.
But it's like LeBron has a decent amount of turnovers in his, he has the most of anyone ever,
Mm-hmm.
first of all. But it's like we were talking with quarterbacks. Like, I want you to try to make good passes, like interesting passes sometimes,
Yeah.
because Otherwise, you're going to get your teams become stagnant. And, just because Angel Reese doesn't have a bunch of turnovers, that's because she doesn't have to pass the ball. She just turns around and shoots.
Mm-hmm.
She's instantly, one second she gets the ball, she's shooting.
Mm-hmm.
She's shooting. But that's what she should do as a big.
Yeah.
So that's our lady hoop talk. Any other?
I just have one other thing that's not hoopy.
Well,
it's not hoops.
Okay. I'm saying that was our lady hoop talk.
Yeah. It's Michael Irvin is not.
Oh, yeah.
On
back to football.
NFL countdown.
Do we know what happened? I don't
No.
really know what happened to him last year.
But
Should
let me just say, it is a huge loss where we didn't even watch it because the energy was so low and so bad. And it's like he brought out the energy and all those other guys, and the new guy that they have on it is very low energy, so it's just this low energy show. And I want to watch that one because I don't really like the Fox one. I watch that and it's just like old dudes saying weird things and I don't like it. What's it say?
It says Michael Irvin returns to NFL Network, settles $100 million lawsuit with Marriott after misconduct allegations.
Does that mean he's coming back?
No, this was back in 2000. This was September 10th of 2023. That was exactly a year ago. That doesn't seem right, though.
But they let him go at the beginning of this
year.
That
doesn't sound right because he was it happened last year, didn't it, at the Super Bowl? So that doesn't make any sense. Irvin was accused of misconduct by an employee of Renaissance Phoenix Downtown Hotel at a Super Bowl earlier this year. This date's wrong.
What did he do? Was he being bad?
That's what I was saying, Tara. There was a whole thing.
Well, I didn't realize that.
That's why I was confused on why you were like, I'm just saying the energy's different. But I think something came out where they don't think he did anything.
Oh.
Encounter with the female employee. Irvin was shaking hands with the woman. He touched her arm twice, and then the two parted ways after a roughly 2-minute encounter.
What?
I don't know. That's what I was saying. I don't know that anything even happened.
Right. He touched her arm?
I don't know, Tara. I don't know what happened. That's the whole point. Is people don't know. I don't even know what the allegation is.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't tell you because they don't tell you shit. I don't know if they're saying something happened after that or before that. Marriott releases details of woman's accusation against former NFL player Michael Irvin. I don't know, employee accused Irvin of inappropriate behavior, and he was inappropriate behavior. What does that mean?
I know.
And then Irvin quickly filed $100. He filed $100 million lawsuit, which they settled. So it's his lawsuit.
Oh. Which
they settled. So they gave him money.
Oh, so
because it fucked with his.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know why he's not on the NFL Network.
I don't either.
Unless there's more than we know.
All I know is if Michael Irvin isn't going to be on, they have to get somebody else that is interesting, like Randy Moss, or I don't know, somebody that has energy. Gronk.
It sounds like he was hitting on her.
Oh.
While drunk.
Oh.
And then it ended but nothing else happened. It doesn't sound like. It sounded like he
was just like, hey,
you're high.
Sure.
Basically was trying to get her to come back to his room probably. But I think it sounds like she said no, and then it sounds like he moved on. He reached out and touched the victim's arm during the conversation.
Oh gosh.
And she got uncomfortable, which is fair.
Yeah.
But I don't know that means that someone should get. I'm so confused by that. People drink and they oh, this person's direct. I'm going to hit on them. That doesn't mean you've been a victim.
Yeah.
Of anything except for maybe a weird, awkward moment.
And I'm an arm toucher, so I feel that in my soul.
Yeah. It sounds like their coworker was uncomfortable when she returned to work. That's the work. That's life. I'm sorry. People. That's he hit on her. Mm-hmm. He didn't force her to do anything. He tried. Maybe he was more aggressive than she likes. That is not illegal. I'm sorry.
Right.
And it sounds like just having the word victim seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
If that's all that happened, I'm sorry, that's not
Uh-uh.
a fireable, or that's why he got money.
Yeah.
Because they're like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Right.
Sometimes people hit on people
Mm-hmm.
and they don't want it, and then they say no, and then if it's not like he like did anything after that,
Right.
they never talked again.
Right.
But it's like she didn't want to be at the work next day because he was still going to be there.
Okay.
Okay, that's how when you work in the service industry,
No
guests
kidding.
come in and out.
No
Sometimes they're
shit,
going to hit
like,
on you.
I mean, I'm a bartender, and there are people, and they come in. I'm like, oh gosh, like,
I got to deal
and
with this person.
they'll be like extra flirtatious or whatever, and it's like, it's not inappropriate even. Like, they're just like coming in and like wanting to hang out with me because they think I'm cool.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like not my most favorite thing in the world, but I'm also like, they're not being inappropriate, because if they're being inappropriate, then I could do something about it. But
Right.
it's not. It's just like, oh, they're obviously like hanging out with me.
Yeah, he might have said something along. I was like, hey, that's fuck. But that doesn't mean you were a victim of a crime.
Right.
And it doesn't mean he should lose his job for that.
Mm-mm.
Like, people are allowed to be drunk, and they're allowed to like attempt to talk to somebody. He touched her arm, and if she pulled away and then he didn't touch her again, then what are we talking about?
Right.
That's him taking the notes. Like, okay, guys, we're not doing this.
Right. I'm not getting the vibe that you want this back.
Or I'm going to say one more thing, because people will do that. But it sounds like that it ended in the lobby and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't either. So there you go.
Oh wow. Didn't expect to jump into that.
Well, you brought it up.
No, I didn't know.
What did you think? You didn't think there was a reason for it?
I didn't know. I had no idea why it wasn't there. I had no clue.
There's a video of it,
Oh God.
but I don't know if you can hear what they're saying. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't see the video. I'm not going to try. I don't really want to watch it. So maybe
All
I'll watch
right.
it offline. We'll talk about it another time.
Yeah.
Any other things sports related before we move on to entertainment?
I don't think so.
Cool.
Football.
Sports wise, yeah, there's not much else going on in our world. Like I said, U.S. Open, everyone was getting excited because there was two Americans in the semifinals. Like, oh, America might finally win it for the first time since 2003.
It didn't.
They haven't even won, like, I think a major tournament. They did not win. No American won. But people pretend like they cared. People also, I tell you, I saw challengers. Fucking sucked. People acting like it's good. It's fucking, Tara, you would hate it too. It is so fucking stupid. You know what it is, right?
Mm-mm.
Zendaya and the two male tennis players.
Oh.
Tara, it is fucking terrible.
Mm.
I don't believe any of that. There's one, the one person's charming in it. You know my take. We think Zendaya is a terrible actress.
Yes.
And she is terrible in it. But like the tennis scenes are so fucking stupid. It is so fucking dumb. God, I was watching it and I was just like, this is so stupid. Out loud. To the person I was watching it with.
When you were talking about not liking the movie that M. Night Shyamalan did.
Yeah, Trap.
I really wish you would have booed at the end of it.
Because I told you I wanted to.
Yeah.
I wanted to boo. I should have booed.
Mm-hmm.
I should have fucking booed. I got a couple things here.
Ooh.
Birthdays, first of all. Hugh Grant. Do you have a favorite Hugh Grant movie? Oh, Mickey Blue Eyes. You ever seen Mickey Blue Eyes?
I didn't see Mickey Blue
What is Mickey Blue Eyes? Is that a good movie?
I'm
going to watch Mickey Blue Eyes. I want you to watch a movie probably here soon.
I liked Notting Hill. It was a goodie.
Notting Hill.
Mm-hmm.
J.R. Smith.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. What's my favorite Hugh Grant movie? Probably Wonka. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Not because of him. J.R. Smith's birthday. He had what a strange career that guy had.
Yeah.
Otis Redding's birthday.
Oh.
I told you Ricky
Lovely.
Parcell Jr. who got shot. It's his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It's Colonel Sanders' birthday, Tara. 1890 to 1980 he lived.
That's crazy.
So I wanted to do that. What are your top 3 favorite fast food items? Top 3 favorite because Colonel Sanders obviously is fast food. So your top 3 in honor of Colonel Sanders' birthday. What are your top 3 favorite fast food items?
Mm-hmm.
Go.
McDonald's French fries.
McDonald's French fries. Not on my list.
I don't eat a lot
But
of
tell me
fa-
why. Give me a little taste of why.
I just feel like it's one of those things that when you get them hot, they're so good.
Okay.
And you just, I mean, what's better than a McDonald's hot French fry?
Lots.
Not much.
But go ahead.
Again, I'm not a fast food girl. I like a Subway sandwich.
Not fast food.
Okay. I like Culver's. I like a Culver's Butterburger. Delicious.
Good pick. Good pick.
I like when it has like a little bit of a crispy in it. Like it kind of has like a nice.
That's what Butterburger is.
Buttery burger to it.
Yeah, thanks.
And then my last one is a Dairy Queen Blizzard.
Dairy Queen Blizzard. I'll give you that one. I'll
I
give you that one. As
freaking
fast
love
food.
Blizzards.
Subway I can't give you. I'll let you have Dairy Queen Blizzard.
Dairy Queen Blizzards. I love
Any
them.
Blizzard?
Pretty much. I pretty much love all. Nothing with cookie dough, but most of the time I'll eat any Blizzard that comes my way. I love them.
All right. Well, mine are Cheesy Gordita Crunch, Rodeo Burger from Burger King, which is just like a tiny burger with onion rings and barbecue sauce on it. These are the things I love.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just love a McChicken. I've told you this. McChickens are my
you
jam.
do love
McChickens make my wiener go bloop. McChickens make my wiener go bloop.
Bloop.
Bloop. So, Cheesy Gordita Crunch, Rodeo Burger from Burger King, McChicken from Mickey D's.
Bloop.
Bloop. Hey, is that a McBloop?
Bloop.
Is that a McChicken?
Bloop. Like Drew wore the wrong pants to eat a McChicken.
I try not to eat. I always eat. I always do drive through for McChicken.
Yeah.
So and I'm just alone, so no one can see my bone row. No one can see my hog.
Oh my. Bloop.
Blurp. Also,
Isn't it crazy though? I really don't eat fast food.
I haven't been. It's been good. I did recently. I went to after a movie. I walked over to Burger King and I figured into my meal for the day. And it was good. I had some fries. I like their fries actually more than McDonald's fries. I had Burger King. I had some fries. I had what did I eat though? I tried I went because they had mozzarella. They're basically mozzarella sticks, but it was flaming hot, and I wanted to try them. So that's why I went in. So I had that, a burger, and fries, like a junior Whopper and fries. It was good, but not that good. It also was like, I don't need more fast. I haven't. That was a couple weeks ago. And yeah, fast food. I haven't been doing it. I don't really miss it. It's not good for you. It makes your soul hurt. I'll say that right now.
Yeah.
It's also Adam Sandler's birthday.
Ooh.
So should we maybe do our Mount Rushmore of Adam Sandler movies quick?
I feel like we've done that before.
I don't think we've done our Mount Rushmore of Adam Sandler. I think we probably said what our favorites are.
Sure. Okay, so
we don't have to be our Mount Rushmore.
We have to agree on it.
We have to agree on
Okay.
it. I don't think it's gonna be hard. Well, it might be hard for us to agree. So yeah, together we're gonna make it.
Yes.
I think there's the two automatics, and it's Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison are automatically on that list. Neither of us are gonna argue that. Am I correct?
I think so.
What do you mean you think so? Those are not your two favorite Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, they are. Yes.
They're the list. They're the only reason we
Yes.
fucking know who Adam Sandler is.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's gonna be
What are you
so
talking
hard
about?
to come up with a Mount Rushmore.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
All right.
So those two are automatic.
Yes.
It just is. They have to be
Yes.
there.
Mm-hmm.
And what are the other two for you?
Wedding Singer.
I agree. Wedding Singer's on the list.
Okay.
And then it could be, for me, it could be any number of
Mine-
things.
it
The
could
thing
be
is, for me, it could be
Deeds.
it could even be his non-comedies. Like, I love Uncut Gems.
I've never
You've
seen
never seen it. I think you should watch it.
Mm-mm.
I think I want to make you watch it for the pod.
Oh my God, Drew, you said that I will lose my mind.
But it's so good. It's so good. You will lose your mind. I want it. The movie is called The Terror Moment. It might as well be called The Terror Moment. It's such a good movie.
How many times will I have to stop it?
Terror, I don't know. Every 5 seconds? This week, I think you should watch it. In honor of Adam's birthday. Tara, it's in honor of Adam's birthday. It's Adam Sandler's birthday today, Tara. I would like you to watch Uncut Gems for next week's episode. Because I think it'll be the most fun we have talking about a movie.
Okay.
Because you're going to be like, what the fuck did you make me watch this for? But you also, I think, will like it. I think it's got like the energy of like, do you like Magnolia?
It was okay.
But it's kind of got like I would say it's that type of hectic energy.
Okay.
That's what it is. But the decision she makes are just so fucking frustrating. It's like, bro. I could see that being on my Mount Rushmore, but I don't think so. I agree with you. So Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Wedding Singer. What's number 4?
It could be Big Daddy, Mr. Deeds.
Yeah, but what do you think? What do you really think? I think those are both really good. If you had to pick between those two, some losers would have grown-ups. Excuse me. Some losers would have grown-ups on this list.
I don't.
They're wrong.
Can you pull up his movie list?
No, if you can't think of it off the top of your head, then it doesn't belong on the Mount Rushmore.
Waterboy I love. But
it's not as good as those two.
No.
I'm saying pick between Deeds and Big Daddy right now. That'll help. For me, I think it was Big Daddy for years, but I actually really like Mr. Deeds. I think I'm a Deeds guy. If it's between those two.
Yeah. The little kid is so cute in that movie, though.
Train would have Click on his list.
Oh my God. I still haven't watched it.
Pick one, Jesus.
I'm going to pick Deeds.
Okay. So we're at Deeds. So Deeds is on it right now.
Yeah.
Deeds. So we have 4 on there.
Mm-hmm.
But let's keep on going. There's
Little Nicky.
Little Nicky. No. Grown-ups. We're not grown-ups people. Zohan, not good. Click, not good. Pixels, not good.
Oh, I like, but I think that the other one's better, but I do like Just Go With It.
Just Go With It. What about Spanglish?
It's good, but.
What about, what's like another one where he's like a real actor?
Punch Drunk Love.
Punch Drunk Love. No, Uncut Gems is much better than that. Bless you, by the way.
Thanks.
I'm trying to think of some of his later stuff. I think it's the ones we said. I mean, to me, Hubie Halloween 2. Date the one where they're detective, are they spies?
I never saw
Murder Mystery, I think it's called. It's him and what's her name? And they're in they did 2 of them. Murder Mystery, I think it's called. Him and Jennifer Aniston. For me, actually, I think I would actually put Uncut Gems on there because it's so fucking good and he's so good in it. I don't think Mount Rushmore is the way to go. We're not Mount Rushmore podcast, really, except for our full life one, our real life one. I don't know, man. We can have 2 different Mount Rushmores.
Sure.
I'm gonna put Uncut Gems as his 4th one, and you're gonna put Deeds.
Yeah.
Okay. I want mine a little more rounded. So it's like, I kind of have it's like this 3 of I think those movies might have been 3 in a row. Mm-hmm. There might have been something in between Gilmore and Wedding Singer. I'm not positive. And then Uncut Gems obviously is decades later.
Yeah.
And totally different movie. And Deeds for you is short. I mean, Big Daddy's right around there, and then Deeds is after that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, I like it. So we did it. We got our Sandler. What's your favorite Sandler scene? What's your favorite movie for his birthday? What's your favorite scene from any Sandler movie? Your favorite scene. It has to have him in it. Your favorite scene from any Sandler movie with him in it. What's your favorite scene?
Gosh.
Which one do you think you quote? What do you quote the most, do you think?
Billy Madison, probably.
No, scene.
Oh, what scene do I quote the most?
Yes. What's the quote you quote the most? Not what movie you quote the most.
I don't know if I really quote him that much. Maybe I say...
Just tell me your favorite scene then from any Sandler movie. Can you give me anything? Come on. I thought you were a podcaster.
The thing is, there's so many.
Pick a scene.
I don't like to pick something that I'm gonna be like, oh, that's not it.
Who cares? Because
I really like when he says, I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
And he goes, you eat pieces of shit
for breakfast? Yeah. I love that scene.
Mine's That's a Good Meatball.
That's a good meatball.
You do quote that.
I do. I love the Mr. scene.
Yeah. That's a Good Meatball is probably the thing I quote the most, but it's not my favorite Sandler scene.
No.
Mr. is really good.
Yeah. I love.
Like, what Sandler scene do you think has made you
Stop
laugh?
Looking at Me, Swan.
Made you laugh the most ever, like the most consistently over the course of all of his movies?
The scene that makes me laugh the most.
Yeah, like your favorite scene. Like that's the one that's like, what are you not getting about this?
There's so many.
You can't think of anything that's like that scene. Always gets me. I'm always happy when I get to see that scene from any of his movies. Just pick one. There's not like a tally at the end of the day of people making sure you got it
the
right.
one that I really love the most, that like when I see it, I'm like, I love this scene, is when he's in Billy Madison and they're talking about the dog who lost his boy or whatever, and he's like, whoa, Miss Libby.
Yes.
And he just loses his mind because the little boy like did not look for him. He's
Yeah,
like,
he does this long.
yeah, he does this long monologue, and he's like, you don't give up after an hour. You go out, you find your fucking dog." And it's like, okay, I think it's time for recess.
Yep.
That is by far, like, it's so good. And I
Yeah.
think I quote it all the time too, because I'm like, whoa, Miss Libby.
Well, my favorite scene is in the same movie. And every time it happens, I get so happy. And it's he's sitting there talking, eating lunch with the kids. And they're arguing about which video game is the best. And he's saying that Donkey Kong is the best video game, which is a weird take. Adam Sandler. But and then the fucking Sloppy Joe lady comes. And she's like, have some more Sloppy Joes. And she goes through her shit and he goes, stop scaring. Stop. What's he say? Jesus, lady, you're scared. Stop, lady, you're scaring us.
Yeah.
And they all laugh hysterically. It's so that anytime that scene's on, I'm so happy. It makes me laugh so much. I say that, but the real truth is you double dog dare me.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes up and he touches her boob. And but first goes, that's assault, brother.
That's assault,
and
brother.
he goes, but he's like, you double dog dare me? And he does it anyway. Like, it's assault. It is assault, but it's such a fucking funny scene.
And he's like,
it's inappropriate as
man.
fuck. Like, it's as inappropriate it is, it's fucking hilarious because it's like he says it's inappropriate, then his stupid ass does it anyway to impress these dumb little kids. Yeah. And she hears it and she's kind of into it, which is really funny. So
that whole movie, I'm just like going through it and I'm like, where Ernie, he's like, hey man, you fall in love with the wall. And he's like, I had an accident. Goo.
People that don't know that's by far his best movie are fucking idiots. It's top of the line. Yeah, we didn't name anything. If I had to pick something not from that movie, it's probably, I don't know. It's hard. Any scene with Chubbs. Any scene with Chubbs. Yeah. Honestly. Any scene with Chubbs. So yeah. So that was our Sandler talk for his birthday.
Happy birthday, Adam.
Did you know that today is also National Ants on a Log Day? Is there anything worse than an ants on a log? I guess my question is, ants on a log it's National Ants on a Log Day, and ants on a log is like the worst snack anyone could ever give you, because celery sucks, and they're taking a beautiful thing like peanut butter and they're adding celery and raisins to it. I guess my question is, what else sucks? What are some other snacks that
I just say something about ants on a log?
You like them because you suck?
No, I think that it's okay-ish tasting, but it does suck because like when you're like biting it off, like taking bites of it, it's already hard to bite celery.
Yeah.
Because it like strings on you.
All you really want is the peanut butter.
Exactly. And then you get like, if you don't put the right ratio on, and then you have to like end it with the bite of celery without enough peanut butter to like cover up the taste. It sucks. It's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, it's brutal.
It's not.
And I guess my question is, if ants on a log is like top tier, if I was at someone's house and they served me that as a snack as a kid, I'm like, you suck.
Yeah.
What else do you think would go on that top tier of things? Like, man, what a terrible snack to give me. I think rice cakes are in that mix.
Sure.
They're not very good.
Pretzels, like just a plain pretzel, don't like
it. Without something to dip it in.
Just like a plain,
just a bowl of pretzels.
Pretzels, it's like, no.
I do like pretzels, but I want to dip them in something.
Yeah, for sure.
Or have them be flavored pretzels.
Craisins, hate them. I hate a craisin or a raisin, but that's
but yeah, if someone put up, what about it? Like, I don't really want you to give me fruit as a snack.
No.
Though I like fruit. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong.
Or like vegetables. You want some?
Yeah.
You want some carrots? Even with dip, I don't want carrots.
No, I don't.
Do you want some baby carrots and dip?
God, vegetables suck is what we're learning.
I don't mind like I like cucumbers just because they have a nice crunch, and like when you dip them, they're good and they're not too cumbersome. Sometimes like a carrot, it's like, man, I can't stop chewing this. A lot of vegetables, if they're raw, it's like, oh, I just have to chew and chew and chew, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some other bad snacks someone could throw in front of you, and you're just like, God, this sucks. How about like
Mixed nuts? I don't really like a mixed.
I was
nut.
thinking not all mixed nuts, but if like sometimes if it's a bad
Almonds?
ratio too. Yeah, just a plain almond.
Mm.
Like I've gone through phases where I force almonds down my
Yeah.
face, but they're also not that good.
They're not. Again, it's just like a lot of chewing and not a
lot of blandness.
Yes.
Even when you flavor them up a little.
Mhm.
Like it almost had to be like those wasabi ones I always liked because they at least had a lot of flavor.
And then like you're like have to have something to drink with them, otherwise they're just gonna like cut the shit out of your esophagus.
And here's the thing, I like hummus and stuff like that, but if someone
Mm.
gives you hummus and it's really bad dry pita bread with it, get it. I'd rather you give me nothing.
I'm not a big hummus girl, so that would be one where I'm like, nah,
Get
I
that
don't want any.
hummus and vegetables. No, hummus and pita, more so. But if the pita's dry, I don't like it.
Mhm.
Get it out of here. The hummus ain't even helping it.
No.
Do you like falafel?
Yes.
Me too. But it can be dry too.
Yes. When it's dry, it's not good.
And then one last thing, it's Sudoku Day, National Sudoku
Oh.
Day. How
Dad's
about
Dad's a Sudoku guy.
what? So would you choose? What are your options? Are Sudoku, crossword puzzle, word search.
I would do a crossword.
I guess marry fuck. I guess that's a marry fuck kill.
Okay.
Marry fuck kill. Marry fillet.
Fillet.
Marry. Yeah, we're filleting now. Marry fillet. Or bury alive.
I would bury a word search alive. I don't like them. I
Love a
think they're
word search.
boring. Not my favorite. I would marry a crossword.
Oh, you like crosswords?
I do like crosswords.
They're fun.
And then I every once in a while I want to fillet a
Sudoku.
Sudoku.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would probably. I don't like Sudoku. I've never have, so that I would bury it alive.
Mhm.
I'd bury that Sudoku alive. I would fillet a word search because it's fun. It's mindless, good time. And then I'd marry a crossword.
Yeah.
Because you got different versions. You got minis.
Yep.
The
I like a mini.
A mini crossword's really fun.
Just a quick
Speedy.
little beep,
Maybe
beep,
that's
bop.
more of a fuck. Maybe that's more of a
Maybe.
fillet. I would fillet. I would want to. Am I filleting or is it filleting me? The crossword.
You're filleting it.
Different. Maybe different then. I'd fillet a crossword and I'd marry
A word search.
a word search. So there you go.
I like it.
That's all I had.
Do we have any emails?
You didn't have anything like that?
No.
Oh, wow.
I knew you were gonna do it, so I said, you know what?
I believe we have one email from the email queen.
The email queen, Jeannie.
Does she think she's happy? She's literally our only email it's been about probably 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been basically our only emailer now.
No, Chris, come back to us.
Yeah, Chris, bring it back, buddy.
Okay.
If you guys do want to email us and talk about how we are racist or we compare women to Sid from whatever you want to do, emails. I'll listen. MELLONfights, MELLON fights @gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram. We're MELLONfights on Instagram, or we're MELLONfights podcast on Instagram, right? And then we're MELLONfights on TikTok. Till you don't stop. We did get an email from Jeannie.
Ooh.
Hey, MELLONfights, enjoy all the sports talk.
You're gonna
Thought
get
the
a lot
Angel
of it.
Reese Caitlin Clark discussion was very interesting. Drew doing the stat compare between LeBron and Caitlin helped put things in perspective on her accomplishments. Pretty impressive. It really is
Mhm.
crazy how much it's like his
Yeah.
rookie year. With her leading in a lot of categories.
Yeah.
I thought Tara's take on the narrative was very good. It does diminish each of the players' perceived value when making it about race and not focusing on their respective gameplay and accomplishments. I totally agree. It's weird. I too hate when a compliment is given and someone has to come up with the negative to offset it. Haters gonna hate. Drew, I'm sure you will be hearing from Miley soon. For the record, there is no age difference issue. I agree. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom. Maybe you should do your version of Flowers video with your workout routine. What? What does that mean?
I don't know.
That will catch her eye. Tara, I think you can do better with your pitch to Zac Efron. What was that? I agree. It was like embarrassing as fuck. Drew, on those improv skills and pole dancing classes to come up with something compelling that will draw him in. Oh, draw on those. Yeah, Tara, you pole dance, right? Nicole
Not
Kidman's
anymore.
got nothing on you, girl. Oh, that who he, in that movie?
Yeah.
The He-Man Woman Haters Club fantasy team name, so good yet so bad. I agree. I hate the Waffle House penalty for the fantasy league. Loser lame. I agree. I don't like it. I never will.
Mm-mm.
I suggest some sort of wing eating
Ugh.
requirement penalty at Buffalo Wild Wings. Much more sporty. They were going to do like a hot wing thing. Apparently they're very
Oh.
hot, but everyone's afraid of it.
Yeah.
Like it should be a punishment we all really have no desire to do.
Right.
Tara's predictions were very good. Can't wait to see pictures of Goldie.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's that?
It's Patrick Mahomes' daughter's name. It's what it's gonna be.
Oh, that's right. Tara's predictions were very good. Oh, I'm not. I got nothing on predictions because I got no game. Have a Tuesday, Heart Mom. There we go. We did it.
We did it.
She didn't wish you a happy birthday in it. Surprising.
Wow.
She forgot that was your birthday. I bet. Tara, do you have a wettest or driest moment of the week? I do want to do that. Any wet moments this week? Any dry moments? My wettest moment was Tara coming down and me just hitting margaritas like Margarita boy. Mr. Margarita. The amount of margaritas that went down in my mouth were so many, and it tasted so good. When I ran out of tequila last night, I was like, oh no, it's gone.
Are you an Italian that loves margaritas?
Yes, I am.
My wettest is just getting to come down to Chicago, hanging out. Just my birthday in general. It was pretty wet. I got lots of happy birthdays, lots of love. I got some awesome albums, some cool new shoes, a cool new shirt, just a lot of fun stuff. My driest is probably just not getting to spend enough time in Chicago and doing some Chicago things that I want to do.
I don't know if I had that dry of a moment this week. Nothing I want to share with anybody anyway. I was a little hungover on Saturday.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a wet moment too. Got to see some cousins we hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah, that was
good.
fun. That was fun. It was a good weekend.
It was.
I didn't really have a dry moment or a wet moment. It was pretty chill. Or the wet moment was you coming down.
Yeah.
Maybe your dry moment was like sleeping on the floor all weekend.
Wasn't that bad?
Oh, she don't mind. She had she has a bed, guys. Her and my brother are both weird. I have an air mattress that I could blow up and they could sleep in and be very happy. And they choose no floor.
I had a little fun.
It's still
mattress.
basically the floor
It was
though.
fine.
She has like basically a rollout mattress. What's it called?
It's called a Japanese futon.
Yeah, it's just a pad. It's basically a sleeping pad.
Mm-hmm.
But I have like a queen sized that I could put blankets on, pillows.
It just would take too much effort.
It doesn't take that much effort. It doesn't take that much
I'm
effort.
pretty low key.
She likes to pretend she's low key.
I am low key.
Guess she's low key. You know what my dry moment is? That the weather's just starting to go the wrong way.
I know.
Summer is basically over. Like it's 80 today, but it was like 70 all day yesterday, but it felt chilly.
It was chilly. I was
So,
cold.
That's my dry moment. I don't like when the weather changes
Mm-mm.
to fall.
Mm-mm.
People can tell me it's good, but they're wrong.
They are wrong.
I don't want to have to wear a sweatshirt.
No.
I want to wear shorts and a t-shirt and show off these fucking gazoongas.
Oh my god.
These garganchos.
Oh my gosh. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Hold on. Let's get it all the way out.
Druzy getting abs.
No abs. Never gonna have abs.
Coming in.
I may have claimed a little
You did
while
this
back
week. This
that it
week.
might happen, but then I drank margaritas all weekend.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna not be able to do that,
Right.
so I'm never gonna have abs. Never.
You'll have abs.
Yeah, whatever. Tara. Hey, Tara.
Hey Drew.
Stay dry.
Stay dry.
Which now makes less sense. Now that we know dry's bad. Stay dry.
Stay dry.
Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Melon fights.
Oh my god, we got it.
Because we're in the same room.
I know.